The Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking, then we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pen in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, now anything under 18, just like man, this from the club, she like 5'3", I think it ain't lit. You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control.
Yeah. Run that back,
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, lady, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here we go. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their time.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Again, a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
13 yards there and a Niner first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go now on first and goal. On the option, running left is Lance.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, here's Lance.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
Here's Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
In motion left goes Boyd.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
You look at this Niner defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 7, Bengals 0.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and it often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
2nd down and a yard. To throw, it's Lance. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here we go. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
play action. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Lance to throw on second down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just short of the 30.
Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Lance throwing on second down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's caught by Debo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Here's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
What is this?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way to the opposite 45.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a play fake. Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
The Lance now to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have it first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Once again, they run with Mixon. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And I think we always seem to be just a tad surprised when we see Joe Burrow go into the end zone on a running play. He's got so many weapons around him, he tends to distribute the ball and let them carry it across. But he had 5 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year, added another in the wild card win over Baltimore. I think he understands as an extra dimension of their offense closer to the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Working from the gun. Lance looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And his kick is good. And they will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 141 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game. 9th on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Again, it's Burrow. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Niners, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it.
we got London on the
Whole club selling out a hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.